Get ready. It's time. Christina, Catherine, Lisa, Amy, and Lauren. Welcome to the Cimorelli podcast.
Hey, I'm Catherine.
I'm Amy.
I'm Lauren.
And we're Cimorelli for the time being.
We should address where are the elephants in the room.
The non-elephants that are not in the room are Lisa and Christina. They're both on various leaves of sorts. Christina's on maternity leave. Lisa's on a sort of medical leave because she's helping her husband. So us gals are just here holding it down because someone has to keep the lights on around here. And it's us. It is us, guys.
That's true.
Welcome back to the Cimorelli podcast. This is episode 124.
Wow.
And today, I know, how have we done so many?
That's crazy.
It's so iconic. I love it. I love our podcast. It's my favorite thing.
It's my favorite thing too.
I know. It's so fun. Okay. Basically, the Cimorelli podcast is a fun time where we just live, laugh, love. We chat. Usually it's all five of us, but today you got three of us. And for a little while, you'll have three of us, but that's okay because we're a party and a half. If you want to see all 124 episodes of this illustrious podcast, guys, you got to go to our Patreon and sign up there. It's $5 a month, and it's a fun time.
It's a good
great
time.
place, and we really do have a lot of fun on there, guys. We have so many fun content pieces on there, and we really appreciate any support that you guys give us on Patreon. You guys are the reason for the season, aka the podcast, because we can't do it without you guys and our amazing Patreon patrons. So thank you guys so much, and join us over on Patreon and watch all 124 episodes. That will keep you occupied for a very long time. Okay, guys, so today's episode, we're going to talk about, what are we doing? A style and fashion Q&A. We've never done anything like this. Yeah. I'm always like, oh, we should say this, and then I get ixnayed. So we're doing it today. And yeah, so we're going to start off, ladies and gents, with our highs and our lows. Who would like to start us off?
I can start.
Love to see it.
Okay. My low is that my twins were sick for like a very long time. And it was a stomach illness, and I think that says enough.
It does. It says a lot.
So yeah, we lost a lot of sleep. We had a lot of things that needed to be washed in the laundry. If you get my drift. And yeah, it was pretty horrible. But here we are, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm trying to think what my high is. I did have pumpkin spice creamer this morning.
Ooh,
even though it's still not fall, but we're getting very close. So I'm ready for fall. I love fall.
No.
And I'm really excited.
Absolutely not.
So yeah, we're almost in fall, so that's my high.
Ew.
Okay, I'll go. Okay, my high is that this weekend was really chill weekend for me after being busy for like 3 months straight.
That was a lot.
Then I was finally free to just chill and not talk to anyone.
We love to see it.
So that was my high. My low is today because
oh no,
I'm just in such a bad mood. Like, it's just hormonal, guys. If you know, you know.
You know.
And I feel like I could cry at any second for literally no reason. And also, I feel like arguing with everyone. So I'm going to try not to do that, but it might happen.
You know what? We accept you as you are.
Let all those hormones out.
Yeah.
This is a safe space.
I don't know about that.
We are here for you as you
women,
are.
safe
Thank
space
you.
for hormones.
That's really nice.
Let's see. My high was that last night I had a very nice, relaxing night.
Oh my gosh, I loved your pics.
Oh,
Did you see my messages? I responded to Amy's.
What, that creepy face mask? You love that?
No.
It looked like you were like,
No.
something
Amy
bad
went to the
happened.
pool and took professional level photos of the sunset.
They were, okay, one of my hobbies is taking sunset pics.
No, they were so good. Let me show you. I'll show you.
They were on my, it was great. Kath was
Very
a big fan of my sunset pics.
I was in awe. No, I'm serious.
Look, I'm like that TikTok trend that's like, if taking pictures of the sky becomes illegal.
That trend is dumb.
Because
it's like, if saying bless you when someone sneezes becomes illegal, why would that become illegal? Why would taking pictures of
She
the
was
sunset?
like really a fan.
That's pretty.
Look at this.
That is good.
Look
That's
at
good.
this photographer.
Thank you.
I agree.
Amy.
Thank you. I think I
was
saved
very
them all.
genuinely
I hope
impressed.
I did. Thank you.
Love a good aesthetic
I
moment.
love my fans. And then my low is that I've just had many different assorted mental breakdowns lately because I'm very tired.
Aw.
But
You know
last
what?
time
I'd
was
like
a
to
good
give Amy a
step.
shout out. She's been really like the team champ.
I have
Like
fun.
Christina had her baby recently. Amy's over there all the time. She's taking care of the toddler. Amy stayed over there overnight when Christina was in the hospital.
I was so scared.
And Amy's like, oh my gosh, Barrett woke up in the middle of the night. Ah! And I was like, oh.
I was like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
It is scary, but
Dude,
she did
It was
So,
a lot.
You guys both just need some sleep.
Yes, we
Lauren did
need
her
a lot of
new
sleep.
project recently, and that was really busy. And
Yeah.
I just always need sleep, but
Yeah.
what else is new?
Yeah.
Motherhood is busy.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
ladies. Now a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp, guys. If you know me from our last episode, you know that I get stuck in problem mode. I label myself a pessimist. I'm always looking at what are the problems, what's going wrong, how am I going to do this? I literally get so stuck so far inside of my head, and it gets very difficult to bring myself out of problem solving mode. Like, it's very difficult for me. And luckily, though, I had Kath find me a therapist. And she is amazing. We love you, Meredith. She has helped me so much with tools and insight and help. We just had a great session yesterday. Love you. And my life has changed so deeply for the better because of her help and her advisement, if that's a word. And I'm just so grateful to have the opportunity to go to therapy. And I know that it can be difficult to find therapists. Like, I had to have Catherine do it because I was like, I'm never going to be able to do that. That is so scary. BetterHelp actually matches you with therapists, and it's all, you can do it virtually from the comfort of your own home, which I do. And I love virtual therapy, by the way.
Yeah, basically, you just go to the website and you fill out this whole questionnaire.
Oh,
It's
it's a
very
great questionnaire.
detailed, but it's not going to take like 100 years. Like, they ask you just a lot of questions about like what you're looking for, like what your issues are, so that they can match you to someone that's actually good. And yeah, like she was saying, like there's a lot of different options. Like, you can just do like text therapy if you don't want to
Yeah,
talk.
we
You can
love
do
it.
video. Like, depending on what's available, there's an option that'll work for you.
Yeah. Also, it's easy to switch therapists as well. So don't be afraid to switch if it's not the right fit at first, because it takes a while sometimes to match up right with someone, you know?
So, guys, when you want to be a better problem solver, therapy can get you there. Visit betterhelp.com and /Cimorelli today to get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com /Cimorelli, Cimorelli.
Okay, guys, we're bringing it back for our 5 perspectives, but it's only 3 perspectives. Woo! So we're going to get some pops here, ladies.
Okay, what's the cue?
This is a question that I thought of, and I don't know if I phrased it in a way that makes exact sense, but the question is, what is your shopping comfort item? Meaning, when you're like, oh, I just want to comfort shop right now, what do you buy?
Emotional shopping, shoes.
Ooh.
I love like sneakers though.
I would say Target. Just
Makes
Target
me so happy.
and going and buying a bunch of random stuff that I may or may not need. That is like my
That's
comfort
dangerous.
shopping. It's bad.
So
so I don't do it
dangerous.
often. But it's like I have to be real low in the spiral to be like, I want to be. Or random snacks in the checkout line. That's a big comfort shopping
like
thing.
random gadgets on Amazon
Yeah.
that I really don't need.
I haven't done this in a while because I don't really leave my house because I have my twins. I do most of my shopping online, but in my past life, and I'll probably get back to this.
Even if
it
you're
would-
shopping online too.
Yeah, well, online it's books. Like going to a bookstore and just reading all the books. That was
Wow,
like my
so
treat to
cultured.
myself. Well, it's just so fun. You're sitting there and you're like, ooh, which one should I read? Oh, dang it, I forgot to go to the library this morning. I was going to pick up a book. Dang it.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like I should join the library. I feel like there's a lot of perks.
It's a magical place.
I know. I love a library. Oh, guys, new books are very exciting. Okay,
Yes.
guys. Thank you for your perspectives, ladies. Now we're going to go on to the main event. Okay, guys. So today we're doing a style and we're doing style and fashion Q&A. Woo! We acquired your questions from our Instagram and our Patreon. Our podcast
the
Instagram.
Cimorelli podcast.
That we need to be posting all of the highlights on.
The Cimorelli podcast, which hopefully they post every week because I told them to. But we'll see if that actually happens. So follow us, and then we'll be forced to post
partially my fault,
people will be following us.
Please follow us on our podcast Instagram so we'll actually post on it. We're very sorry, but we're going to make it a really great place to be. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So, ladies, let's get into it.
Stop turning your phone around.
I'm sorry.
You have to read the question.
I just have like a habit. Okay. Are these just in any sort of order or just...
No, just whatever you think is good.
Okay, guys. Here's... Ooh, I like this. Okay. How to push your fashion comfort zone without feeling worried about others judging. This is from Ariel 4-star, spelled the same way you spell your name.
Interesting.
How do you push the boundaries? Lauren, you're a boundary pushing woman.
Without, what was the last part? Without others
feeling worried.
Well, I feel like this is like when people say, how do I break up with someone without hurting their feelings? It's like, you're probably going to.
Yeah.
But you still have to break up with them, you know?
For sure.
So, I don't know, like, I think some people just naturally don't care about what other people think somehow.
Or they like being different than what people
like
think.
pushing the boundaries. And she's like, ooh, it's fun. And she likes people like, wow, that's unique, whatever. But I definitely relate to that I feel kind of like, it's not necessarily I'm worried about people judging, but it's more like, and I don't know if you guys relate to this, but like too much attention feels weird.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't like people looking at me.
Like an outfit feels really fun and like expressive and I really like it when I put it on. But then thinking about other people seeing it and be like, wow, I'm like, don't look at me.
I don't want to be commented on.
I don't want, and I don't know if it's like the whole nonchalant thing of like, I don't want people to think I put in so much effort. I don't know if it's that or just like, people looking at me too much stress me out. I don't know.
I get that though.
I feel like it just depends on the day for me that sometimes I'm just like, whatever. I don't care. I want to wear this, so I'm going to wear it. And like, I think for me, there's like that initial moment that I think of when you first like get to where you're going, you first walk in the room. That's like the only thing that I'm really worried about is that initial moment.
Oh, yeah.
But then after that, it's fine. So I just think about that. I guess I'm like, okay, I might feel awkward for a little bit when I first get there, and then I'll be fine. So if I feel like I'm mentally equipped to deal with that, it's not that big of a deal on that day that I'll do that. But sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to deal with it. I'm not going to wear this. So I don't know. It depends on my mood.
Yeah, the goal is not to not be worried. It's to feel the fear and do it anyway. Because you can't control worry.
And I think it kind of depends on the person because I'm just thinking of different personality types of people I know. And I feel like not everyone wants to be a fashion icon. You know, it's like...
Well, they're saying, but how do you get over the fear when you want to push through the boundaries and you're worried about people judging?
Because I was just thinking like, I feel like the most important thing with fashion is to feel comfortable in your clothes and to wear things that you like and that make you feel good. And if you want to push the boundaries, then I think that's awesome and you should totally try new things. I think it comes, if you want to not worry about it, I think it comes from a place of inner confidence. And if you really feel like you've taken the time to, you know, we always talk about like go on Pinterest and look at ideas of like, that's what I do when I'm in a style rut is like, I love going on Pinterest and looking up ideas and like seeing how people put together outfits because it doesn't come naturally to me. And then buying things, trying them on. And I will say like, if you try stuff on, you're like, oh, I hate this. Like, it's not you. It's the clothes. You got to find the ones that look good on you because everybody, no matter what shape or size you are, you can find stuff that looks great. So in order to not worry, you just have to be confident. And I think confidence comes from a deep place of, I feel comfortable in this and I feel like myself and I feel like I look good in this. And it just takes a little time and effort to kind of find those pieces.
I think also like if all you do in life is like go to work where you have to wear something specific type thing and then you like hang out with your friends but all you do is just like sit at home, then it's like, yeah, you're gonna feel weird wearing some kind of like wild
thing.
outfit to
Yeah.
go sit and watch a movie. So it's like maybe if you go places where people are more dressed up and more pushing boundaries, then I think you'll feel less
Yeah.
whatever that word is.
Judged.
I can't think.
Yeah.
Insecure because it's like, oh, other people are kind of
Doing it
dressed too. It's not just because I feel like anyone would feel awkward too, like showing up to
Yeah.
school if everyone at school just wears like sweatpants and then you're
Yeah.
like dressed to the nines. I mean, maybe some people wouldn't, but it's like going places where people are more on that vibe, I think can help too. But
Yeah.
it depends on what's available.
I feel that. I want to go more places.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know. Okay. Our next question is from.
I feel like you don't have that problem though.
You go a lot of places.
No, not that problem. I feel like you don't like worry about like
I
pushing
do,
the boundaries.
though, depending.
I feel like you're just like,
I worry about if I'm too dressed. Sometimes.
okay.
Midnight 0547 says, "How do you fit your own style while still being in style?" Haha.
Like, how do you be
True to you, but
While
also,
also, like,
you want to be
being
current
modern
with the
and
trends.
fun?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like for me, it's like being aware of fashion, right? Like keeping up with what's happening, but not just blindly following whatever's popular and like
Ooh.
picking and choosing what you like from like the modern trends, but then also having stuff that's just kind of you and what you like. Like I feel like that's how you do that is you kind of mix it, but it all has to be
Yes.
just what you like and not just like
Yeah.
being a trend robot.
It has to come from a place of like, do I like this? Do I like that? Do I like this? Do I like that? Like, what parts of the modern trends do you like? And take those and combine them with your other natural style that might not be in like on trend right now. And then if you put them together, you can form like a cool vibe, you know, like a nice fusion. That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. And I think too, don't be afraid to opt out of trends. Like
Yeah.
I just like the whole Y2K thing. I think you guys do a great job with it, but
Thanks,
personally,
Kat.
it's not my
really
vibe.
do it that much.
I already wore that back in 2000 when I was like 12. But I don't know. It's not my personal style. So don't feel like you have to be a slave to the trends. I think it's interesting when people have their own style that's sort of timeless and quirky and like outside of I think it's cool to try new things, and you know, if you like a trend, go ahead, like get the bucket hat, do something cool.
Yeah.
You know, do that. That's
Have fun.
But at the same time, like, don't be afraid to make your own style and be inspired by a lot of different things, because that's really fun too, just to be like eclectic, you know?
I agree.
And it could be the smallest little things. Like it could be on the way you'd put on your jewelry, or like a cool pair of socks, or like, I don't know, a headband or a hat. Like you could do a small thing that is like kind of cool and different that just sets your whole outfit.
Oh,
like,
that
up,
is very
you know?
true.
I feel like it's just little things. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
like you're wearing a feather on like zebra pants, you know, to
Yeah.
be this cool trendy person or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not that that's even trendy, but you know what I mean.
I feel like the easiest way to incorporate trends is using accessories for sure.
Yeah, accessories
Like,
are so
they
underrated.
change your outfit so much. Like I
Yes.
usually wear more understated pieces, I would say, and then like 5.5 billion accessories.
Yeah. I think it's
And then
cool.
it makes it like a look. But you
Yeah.
can change so much about an outfit just by changing a few different things.
Yes.
So that's a very easy way to do that. Oh my gosh, Lauren, sorry, I put my phone over it.
Lauren's like staring at me
Okay.
like,
Let's see.
gotta
Let's
get the
see.
cue.
Oh, here's a good one. We love a frugal queen. Piper says, "How to look good but not spend a ton of money."
ooh, that's a great
Give
question.
us the vibes, ladies.
Well, don't shop at expensive places.
That
I
is
feel
true.
like there's a lot of like, I don't think you have to buy expensive clothes to look good. Like there's so many cheaper places that have good clothes. You can go to thrift stores.
Thrift stores are great.
Target has a lot of good stuff.
Oh, Target's
Walmart
great.
does.
Walmart's looking
has
good lately.
Great clothes and great shoes.
And you know
actually,
what?
I'm saying.
I think this might be a little backwards, but I feel like you like, I don't know, for me, the like getting a bunch of cheap stuff, I feel like it would always kind of wear out or just like kind of fall apart. Whereas if you invest in like one piece per season, and that, well, I guess this is more when you're an adult and you're kind of done growing, I guess.
Yeah.
But, you know, your body's always changing too. So you probably have to get stuff, you know, every couple years or so. But still, like if you invest in like fewer pieces that are timeless and that kind of go with each other, then you'll end up, I love minimalism and just sort of like taking what you have and mixing it up a bunch of different ways.
You could get a capsule wardrobe.
Yeah.
If you know what that is.
There's literally
so
companies
many
that have capsule wardrobes.
Yeah.
So you might spend a little bit more up front, but if that's a piece that lasts you every single winter for like years, like a really nice coat that you wear every winter and that's your main coat and it goes with everything, or maybe you just have 2 coats that one's more fancy, one's more casual. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think invest more in less pieces and then kind of you can switch up the accessories and little things here and there that's more inexpensive to kind of freshen the look.
Yeah, I would say set your budget. Also, once again, accessories are a nice, cheaper way to change up outfits. And maybe invest it, like buying like a new piece or 2 every like so often, maybe with frequency-ish. So then you feel like you're getting refreshed because like a new piece can make your whole wardrobe feel totally different.
Yeah.
Like a different type of pant or like a different type of like top or overshirt.
Yeah.
Like those really can change a lot of your wardrobe, but you don't have to spend a ton of money on them.
Also, I feel like what really gets you with spending extra money is buying stuff that you don't actually like that much.
Yes.
And then
Or
you
that
have
you
to buy
don't
more
love.
clothes because you're like, oh, I don't have anything I like. So then you buy more stuff that you don't like. And
Oh,
then you're
I
like,
hate
oh,
it.
I don't have anything I like. Like
Or things that
it's
don't
like,
make you feel confident.
True.
I think I like it. Yeah, I'll get it. But it's like, if you don't love it in the store, you're not going to love it.
Yeah.
Like when you try it on, that is the height of how much you're going to like it in your whole life of wearing it.
Yeah.
Like because you have like that newness and that excitement. So if you don't love it when you try it on in the store, you will hate it next week.
Yeah,
I
that's so
guarantee it.
true. I feel like all my bad purchasing decisions were like out of this moment of desperation of like, oh my gosh, I really need like a new pair of jeans. And I'm like, oh, I guess this will do. I don't have time to
No.
look for other stuff. It's like,
No.
you can wait
That's
another
a waste of
weekend
money.
or 2 more
Yeah.
weekends and go again and look at stuff or go online and order stuff. Like, just, give
Yeah.
yourself the time and then you won't hate your clothes.
That is basically Elena and Elisa's question, which is how can you tell if you're really going to wear a piece in the future or if you won't and should get rid of it?
Oh,
Well,
that's hard.
this is if you already have it.
True, but it can also go either way too.
How can you tell? Okay, well, I would
like
say
you're shopping or you're going to a closet.
Well, one thing is think about what you already own.
Yeah.
Does this go? Because I've done this before too, where I'm like, oh, this is such a cute shirt. But it really would be best if I had a skirt like this. So I should try to find a skirt. It's like you go down this rabbit hole. Whereas
Yeah.
if you see something, you're like, oh, this is such a cute shirt. Oh, I could wear it with these pants that I already have and this jacket that I already have. Like if you have stuff that already goes with it, you're probably much more likely to wear it, unless you happen to be shopping
agree
and
with
find a
that.
whole new outfit.
You know what else I always ask myself is, do I already have a better version of this thing?
Oh, that's
Interesting.
the truth.
If it's jeans, I'm like, do I already have jeans I would wear more
That's
than
a
these?
good point.
Do I already have a blue t-shirt that I like more than this one? Like, if I already have something that's like a similar version that I like more, I know I'm not going to wear the second-rate version. I'm going to
Ooh,
wear the
you're
other one
so
that I already wear.
right.
And the converse of that, to kind of like go to the question too, is like if you have something that you're wearing that's like a specific, recently I was like, oh, I really love this like oversized graphic tee that I had. And I was like, I want to get more tees like this. And that's something that you're wearing a lot and it's always dirty because you're like, it's always in the hamper because you wear it so much. Then you'll probably, if you get stuff similar to that, you'll probably wear it a lot because you already are. So you kind of already know.
Yeah, I also would suggest putting your clothing like not on trial, but on like put a space in your closet or on your floor. I do this all the time. Especially clothing or things I just buy. I put them where I can see them straight out like in front. And if by like the time a few weeks goes by and I haven't reached for them once, they're going back to the store. They're dead. Like if I'm not trying to wear you, not even thinking
you
about
just
it.
bought it. You're supposed to be excited.
Yeah, then you gotta return or give it away.
That's so
Because if
true.
you're like, also there's some stuff that's just like, it's not like life appropriate, meaning like your life, you don't have places to wear it. Unfortunately, it's like
that's
it
true.
sucks. But like some of the stuff, you're like, I literally don't have anywhere I want to wear this. It's cute and it looks good on me, but like it's just gonna sit there and take up space for a piece that I could wear all the time.
That's true.
I don't know. That's I feel like what you want. You want a closet full of pieces that make you feel happy and comfortable, and that you're
spark
wearing
joy.
a lot. Yes, because some pieces they spark hatred.
They do.
They spark criticism.
If you have, and I've noticed this too, like just because your body is always changing. Let's normalize that. Your body is always changing. It's never just going to be the same for a decade. And if it is, that's like very unusual.
Ooh, that's a good segue into this question.
Yes.
From Claire, my body's changing right now because I used to be thinner. How do I find my style again?
Oh, girl, I feel you. You need to look at pictures of people that have a similar body type to you.
Yes.
So you can search on Pinterest plus size or mid size, like depending on where you're at.
Or
and
if there's like a celebrity or something that you've seen,
Yeah, because that's totally me. Like I used to be a very different body type before I had twins and then after. And it was this big style crisis for me. Like, what the heck do I wear? Like my body is so different and everything that I wore before is not working. I had to make a major pivot and be like, the whole high-waisted jeans and a crop top, that's not working anymore. That was my old thing. And I always feel bad about myself when I wear that now. So it really was a long period of experimentation to find pieces that accentuated the things that I really love about my body and that you just feel good. And also, I want to also normalize it. Like, why do we have this idea in fashion that flattering means whatever makes you look the smallest? Why do we have to look so small? Why can't we just look the size that we are? There's nothing wrong with it. So I don't know. That's kind of a little piece to think about is like, you don't have to look small. You don't have to look the smallest you possibly can to be flattered. You can just look the size that you are and that's great.
Yeah, because there is like natural like fluctuation in life and your closet should like reflect that. Like sizes for different like clothing that has different sizes for different times. Because like what women fluctuate like 7 pounds a month or something like.
Oh, a lot.
On average, like you go in and out of different sizes and different pieces. Like you're gonna want to wear them at different times. But like please just get rid of all the ghosts in your closet.
Yeah.
That are like, from your before days or like when you had a different body type.
If
like,
you have clothes from years ago when you were a different size,
they're just torturing you.
And seeing them, every time I saw them, it was a pinge of shame. Why do you need to have a source of shame in your own bedroom? No. Your bedroom should be a sense of love and a sense of acceptance for who you are. I got rid of so many trash bags of clothes.
Yeah.
And I felt so much better for it because I was like, this is not who I am anymore. And I'm okay with that. And that was me telling myself, I don't have to be the size that I was before. There's nothing wrong with the size I am now.
Yeah, exactly.
Fashion is so like emotional,
It
you know?
is.
It's so much more. And it's vulnerable.
It's like,
yeah.
Yeah, like kind of like
You're
Laura was
putting
saying.
yourself
It's
out
like,
there.
you're like putting on an outfit you like. That's interesting. It's like you're being seen.
You totally
It's so
are.
much more symbolic than just like, jeans and a skirt or whatever. It's like the emotions.
Well, when you're expressing like something that feels like yourself and you're like, this is different. This is like me. Like I'm putting myself out there. Like you're really putting yourself out there if you're like doing something that feels like, even if it's not, it doesn't have to be like some wild outfit, but if it just feels like unique to you and like you're really saying something in a general way for you, like it's very vulnerable.
Yeah.
Clothing
That's so
can be
true.
like honestly torturous, especially for women, because it's all these like we're sent so many negative and derogatory messages
Oh my
through
gosh.
it.
Yes.
And it's not right. We don't need to have that. That's not right.
like, you need to look as small as you possibly can to be flattered. I hate that. That's such a toxic message that's so accepted.
well, yeah, and it's like women's clothes for the most part are designed to be like so tight and
Oh my
form-fitting
gosh,
compared
yes.
to men's. Like a man can really like
You can wear a tent.
well, yeah,
Literally,
but just
like,
a normal
tent-like clothing.
normal guy's outfit, like you can't really tell, like, oh, this is exactly what his body looks like.
He's not wearing a skin
Like,
tight shirt.
you
and-
can kind
my
of
gosh, you're so right.
But
Yeah.
for women, it's like
That's
for
so
if
true.
you're wearing like what's in style and the trends, it's like your body's on complete display for everyone to critique.
No wonder we have so many issues as women.
Very vulnerable.
It's like, here, just
place
wear
to
this
be in.
like invisible outfit
Yeah,
that you
it's sad. It's sad.
That's so true. I feel like men are like, let's have cargo pants with some pockets so we can carry thing around. Women are like, no, we can't have pockets. We got to put it all in a purse. And your pocket is so small, you can't even fit anything in a front pocket.
That is so annoying.
Now cargo pants are coming back though. That's
I
awesome.
love a cargo pant.
Function sometimes. You got to function
I love
over
to
form.
see it. That actually is a nice, once again, every question. That's a good segue. No. Don't _mesh with me.
Wait, what?
Says, can you cover being modest in the crazy new trends? As we're kind of talking about.
Okay, I want to say a note about modesty. I became more modest as I got older, simply out of comfort. And I realized that, like,
same.
I don't want outfits that require me to touch them. I don't
Yeah.
want to pull or pull up or pull down. And I realized I was doing that more when I was younger as a teenager. And I got older and I was just like, I don't want to think about that. I just want to be able to like wear an outfit that I could, well, I guess this doesn't apply to dresses, but like I could like run and jump and do a cartwheel and I'm not like,
Cats doing
everything's
cartwheels all
falling.
up in here.
I mean, not that I really even do cartwheels, but it's more of the idea.
No, I get it. Like just being able to move
Yeah.
freely without like, oh, got a wedgie
And I
now.
feel like,
Oh.
and I feel like it goes back to what Lauren said. It's like, I do think it's very, I don't know what the word would be, anti-woman, that women's clothes are very constricting. They don't allow you
don't want
to
you to run
freely
away.
be yourself. And like wearing more like loose, flowy stuff, like the pants I'm wearing are literally like so flowy and comfortable. It's like, I don't know. For me, I think modesty is more just about being comfortable and feeling, and I'm not saying you have to wear a giant trash bag. I'm just saying like, I don't know. I feel like to me, it's like just wearing clothes that I can move and be comfortable in.
Yeah.
That's the most important
yeah,
thing.
everyone has different reasons why they want to dress modest if they do. So how do you go back to the question. How can you be modest in the crazy new trends? Like what are some tips for people? I would say some things you just can't. You can't
It's just
really
not
do
gonna look
it.
cute, unfortunately.
Just not really it. Like some trends, like you really just can't make them modest because they're just not.
And that's just how it is.
Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to answer this.
I feel like I've seen some great
Okay,
TikTokers though that like do all these modest like versions of outfits. So you
Yeah.
can find that on TikTok.
What's
I feel
like, what about you? I feel like you guys are so much more in touch with than me because I'm, the mom here who's living in my house just cleaning a high chair. What do you guys feel like is like the trendy silhouette? Like, you know how there's always like, okay, in my generation,
Small
it was,
shirt, big pants.
Yes.
okay, so small shirt, big pants. I guess if you wanted to make that modest, you could just make sure that the shirt tucks into the pants and isn't
Yeah.
like, because if it's just meeting the pants, it would be hard. I always go like this at stores and lift my arms up. And if it goes way up and my stomach is
Yeah.
showing, then I'm like, I know I'm not gonna be comfortable in that. So I feel like you could just make sure like you get like a bodysuit that like and that snaps, and then that could,
Oh yeah, that's a good option.
and then big pants. That's great, easy to make modest. They're big and
Yeah,
flowy.
that's
You can
true.
be comfortable. You can move around. Like
yeah.
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, I think, unfortunately, I feel like it's harder to find cheaper options that are more modest.
Yeah.
Like, if you're looking
Because
for
less
like
clothes, cheaper.
if you're looking for like cheap, trendy clothes, from at least what I have seen, like they're always like very not modest. Like if you're looking for
Yeah.
like a longer shirt, it's like, I don't even know.
I actually feel like
Like, I have to
Target
go on,
has
like,
a lot of good
Amazon.
Oh,
stuff.
Target always
Find
does.
stuff.
I feel Target's actually
Yeah.
pretty.
Okay.
Target has some pretty good
I
stuff.
feel like the tides are turning. Like I think women are wanting more like covering stuff because they want to be able to
Just
like
more
move around
options.
more.
I feel like yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would say yeah. You get on Target or wherever, Amazon. I hate
Amazon, I do. Well, Amazon's pretty cheap.
You gotta get a lot of different stuff on there.
Yeah, you just have to know how to search, though. It's a little difficult.
Yeah, it's just
but-
about being comfortable as you feel in your soul.
Well, that's not the question.
Yes, I know.
And you know what?
It's hard to explain.
Going
I
back
feel
to it
like.
again, if you put together, if you want it to look current, it's like the silhouette, which you basically said
Yeah.
is small shirt, big pants. So you could do a million versions of that, and then you can make it fun with different accessories.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
So
I
yeah.
think, really, if you're trying to go for the trendy look and be a little more modest, you got to go for the accessories because that's what will really
Yeah.
bring it home.
They
for
will.
you.
Yeah, get the silhouette
and like
the accessories.
hairstyle, like I don't know,
Yeah.
nail color, hair color. What am I saying? You know,
Yeah.
all those fun things that make it
Yeah,
different.
love to see it. Okay, Claire says, how do you stop dressing for other people?
So what
Oh,
does that
man.
mean?
I don't really know.
I think I get it. So like when you're, I think I get it because I did that for so long. I was so like obsessive about like, I think I still struggle with that sometimes. You're getting ready and you're like, you know who you're going to see at a certain place and you're like, what's this person going to think of me? What's this person? Are they going to think I'm being immodest? Are they going to think I'm being frumpy? Are they going to think my clothing is outdated? Are they going to think my clothing is too trendy? It's like you're basically
Yes.
basing your whole style based on the people you're going to see. And I think
Okay,
I
yeah.
think people pleasers in general, we struggle with that. So I don't know. What would you guys say? How do you not do that?
I mean,
Well,
I
what would
feel
that look like to not dress for other people, though? Because I feel like you are like, there is an element to your appearance that's this is like sending a message to other people. Like, you can't just pretend like that's not happening. Like, you still know that that's happening.
Well, okay, I think
so it's like,
yeah, there definitely are certain circumstances where I do think you want to be respectful. Like, if you're going to a wedding, you don't wear white. It's it's the bride's day. You got to be respectful of that. Or like, if you're going to a funeral, you don't wear, unless maybe they requested everyone wear colorful clothes.
Yeah, that's
totally thing.
like that.
But if it's a traditional funeral and everyone's wearing black, there's certain times where it's not about like drawing attention to yourself. It's like not respectful. But in your everyday life,
I think it just goes
then
with
it's different.
Being in touch with yourself and what you want to wear on that day in that situation. I feel like that's kind of how you dress for yourself. It's like, okay, I'm in my room picking out my outfit. Let me get in touch. What do I want to wear? How do I want to express myself today? What message do I want to send with my look today?
I feel like also we keep coming back to like being comfortable.
Yeah.
It's like, because, okay, I mean, I think you do wear different things with different people. At least I do. Like, if I know I'm going to hang out with someone that dresses up a little more, I'm going to dress up a little more. It's fun. I'm like, cool, we're having like a dressed up hang. If I'm going to hang out with people that just wear sweatpants, I'm not really going to do that. Because I'm like, kind of weird. So like, and like, that's how I feel. I mean, you don't have to do that. But I think though, it's like, if you feel like, oh, but I really want to wear this, but I'm not going to because of what that person thinks. Like, if you feel like you would feel comfortable and happy dressing a certain way and you're not doing that because you're worried about what other people think, I think that's the issue. Yeah. And to kind of add to that point, like, maybe I actually had this happen with a friend. Like, she did criticize some. Actually, I've had that happen multiple times with different friends. They have criticized, not currently,
Absolutely
but
not.
when I was like younger, I had different friend issues and stuff, like teenager, early 20s. And they would make comments about my clothes, and it did make me feel really insecure. Like, oh, I wonder what they think about this outfit. And I think you need to ask yourself if that insecurity is coming from a place of, oh, well, people literally made comments about my clothes, and this is why I'm insecure about it.
True.
That is a them problem. People who are secure with themselves do not make derogatory comments about other people.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So just realize that if you have this voice in your head from someone else who put you down because of something you chose to wear that was maybe fun or different, they're like, why are you wearing that or whatever? It's like, that's a them problem. And it's not your fault that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, it's kind of that like feel the fear, do it anyway thing of like, just wear what you want to wear. There's that initial moment of awkwardness you might feel when you first get there, you first see the person, but then you'll be fine the rest of the time.
Yes, I feel that. Okay, I am Maisie J. Says, can you talk about what types of clothes go well with one's body type / shape? I don't know.
Well, I think okay, I'll just say a general statement, then you guys can say what you think.
Yeah.
I think that, going back to what I said earlier, we need to redefine flattering should not just mean whatever makes you look the smallest. I hate that. I think that what would make you feel good is accentuating the parts of you that you love the most. Because I just don't know that anyone's going to always love every single part of their body. I feel like that's kind of unrealistic. Yeah. But like, I love my collarbone. And that's one of my favorite features. Ooh. So I like pieces that, like, that's why I love wearing, that's not the only reason. I just love wearing necklaces in general.
Yeah, you always have cute necklaces. I
always wear necklaces because I love my collarbone and I like to draw attention to it. And I don't know. So I think just like finding what part of yourself you really love, or maybe your eyes, like, you have, I think earrings draw attention to your eyes and your face.
Oh,
so like, I love wearing earrings. I like my eyes.
Like colors can bring out the colors of your eyes too.
Yeah, like accentuating what you love, I think.
Well, I think also there's different, like, what is that called? Like waist heights, like low waist, high waist, mid waist. No, like where your pants waist
where it hits
that look good for different body types, and that you should
like play around with it.
Go to the store and find a few and try on what you actually like the most. Because just because everyone's wearing high waist, that doesn't mean that's your best.
Yeah, maybe
look.
you're a mid waist kind of guy. Who knows?
And you know what? Like, I feel like you should also just try things at the store that you wouldn't normally go for. If you only pick stuff that is like in your comfort zone, you're never going to know. Like I used to think wearing jackets was really weird. Like
Jacket?
Like not all jackets, but like these certain type of stylized jackets. I don't know. I just thought they were weird. And the person that worked at the store was like, "Can I bring you some pieces to try?" And I was like, "Okay." It's like that's a marketing tactic. But she brought me this jacket and I put it on and I was like, I love this jacket. And it became my favorite thing to wear that whole fall and winter. So
I love that jacket.
Don't be afraid to go outside your comfort zone too, because you might find things that flatter you.
Yeah. Also, I would say if you really want to know about like how to dress best for your shape, I would just Google it, because there's a lot of
Googling
articles and whatever that talk about different body types and what their opinion is for the most flattering thing, which you can agree or disagree, but
exactly.
Yeah, there's like apples and pears and
I would also say the biggest thing that I have, because like everyone has their like rules for different body types, whatever. But the biggest thing that I've seen in flattering versus unflattering on my own very own personal self is wearing clothing that fits.
Yes.
Wearing clothing that fits.
Stop wearing clothes that are too small.
If you're wearing pants that are too small or something that's too small, it's going to make so many issues. Like for me, I have a lot of pride. So I didn't want to let go of certain items or certain things. I wanted to be a certain size or see a certain number or whatever. Yeah. But if a certain number is going to make me look not as good as a different number, why would I need that certain number? I don't need that. Like,
that's so true.
If you're wearing things that fit you well, and like those will be naturally flattering on you.
That's so true.
Items, I think it's kind of like an item by item basis of like, okay, this looks really good on my, like, and fits me well. Okay, so we'll go with this. This type of thing looks good and really fits me well. I'm at this store and there's 5 different sizes of this. I don't want to be afraid to go up a size to look like get a better fit, because no offense, sizing is all just a myth anyway. It's not the same anywhere. It's not like a universal truth in any way, shape, and or form. So
it's so sad how we ascribe so much of our self-worth to a certain size.
It's not right.
And
why?
Like, you're afraid, like, if you go and you're like, oh, I don't fit into the size I normally fit in. Like, why does it matter? Why does it matter? Like, I don't know. Our bodies change.
Yeah.
It's really sad. I remember having that crisis so many times. Like, I had a certain waist that I wanted to be. And when I got over it, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm over this waist size. This is horrible. But it's like, why is it horrible? It's not.
It's just how it is. It's where
horrible.
You are.
Yeah. And just I feel like it's hard to go up a size, but it does usually look better than squeezing yourself into something, because I realize for me, like, if you squeeze yourself into something that's actually too small for you, you create a lot of lumps and bumps.
Oh my, so many
on your body that wouldn't be there if you weren't, like, if your body was just chilling and being
and it
itself.
makes you look smaller. Not that that's the goal, but it does. It looks better when you're wearing something that fits rather than wearing something that doesn't fit.
It looks better when it fits than if it's too small.
Yeah, because it'll draw. It's just wear things that fit you because you deserve it. We got to practice humility in this house, aka me, my own self. Okay, our last question is, this is a fun one, guys. And I'm very intrigued to hear your answers. How do you figure out what hairstyle? I wish Lisa was here.
Oh,
Lisa would have a great answer. Lisa has a whole thing of this. But what hairstyle goes with what outfit? Like when you're putting on your outfit and putting everything together, how do you figure out what hairstyle to do?
I really don't know. The only thing I do know is that when I wear a really like high-necked top, my hair up looks way better than hair down.
Lisa has a whole system that I forgot what it was, but it's kind of like that.
I don't know. I feel like you just look.
I feel like try some different hairstyles. Like look at your hair up, look at your hair down, look at your hair clipped, look at different hair accessories, how they look, because they really can change your outfit, your hair accessories.
Oh my gosh. Wearing a hat, if you're like, I feel like some people are like, I'm just not a hat person, I'm afraid. It's like, try the hat.
Try the hat,
try the headband.
Try the headband.
Or try the clip. Like, even just wearing your hair how you normally do and putting in even a small hair accessory, I feel like adds so much to your outfit.
See, I feel like though I can't run and jump and do a cartwheel if I have hair accessories.
Okay, let me just amend my
That's my problem.
My statement is you don't always have to run, jump, and do a cartwheel.
Unless you want to. I don't know.
I don't know.
Lauren really wants to, because you are really particular about hair freedom. Because you get headaches really easily and
I don't know. It I get headaches and I just feel too constricted. I feel like it doesn't stay how it was when I first did it, and then I'm just like, oh, so
That's
dumb
true.
now.
I feel that.
That goes back to being comfortable.
I don't like doing hairstyles very often, just sometimes.
Bro, putting your hair back though and putting on earrings can change your entire outfit drastically. So I think you just have to play around with your hairstyles and your different outfits to match them up.
Yeah, because I don't know if it's there's one hairstyle that's right for this, or this is the correct look for that. It's kind of just what you like, but you have to actually try things to know.
If I was I feel like when you put the most into your hairstyle is when you're going to a nice event, like a wedding or something, or I don't know, holiday thing. I would just try on the outfit ahead of time, and then I would stand there and I would have my hair down, and then I would just gather it and just pull it up.
Yeah.
And pull it back and be like, how does this look? And then if it looks good, I'm like, okay, what type of style? And I would usually do a YouTube tutorial.
But why can't we be like Lizzie McGuire and do crazy hairstyles every day?
We can.
She had the
but some people ain't
wildest
got time for that.
hairstyles. She would have the crimps and the straight.
Oh, she would have mini buns
and 50 different
mini,
things in her
butterfly
hair.
clips.
Those hairstyles were iconic and took so much effort.
I think she had tinsel clip-in things.
Oh, she had so many fun. There's so many fun things you can do with your hair. So just play around with it. Maybe look on Pinterest.
Yeah.
Look for different types of hairstyles or different hair accessories. There's so many fun and easy updos
Also,
or ways to get hair out of your face
do
and
you
stuff
think
like that.
Harry Styles' parents named him that, hairstyle?
No.
Oh!
Because it literally sounded like
Harold.
It's Harold.
Harold Styles. But they knew he was going to be Harry.
It's probably a family name
Harry
or something.
Styles, hairstyle. That's just so funny to me. It sounded like you said his name just now, so I thought of that.
Shout out to you, Harry.
Yeah. We're covering his song, so he's,
We love him. Okay, well, I love him. Anyway, that brings us to the end of our questions, guys. We hope that you found it
That was a good
informative, inspiring to try some new things or to get in touch with yourself and be like, what do I want to wear? Okay. We hope we gave you some good, guidance today. That was actually I love a good Q&A, guys, because I just like to talk a lot. Anyway, so our last order of business, guys, I'm sorry. I can't help the fact that the clash of my Italian heritage and Irish heritage just come out on the table and I just smash it a lot. But I can't help that I'm dramatic. Anyway, and I talk with my hands a lot and emphasize things. Anyway.
It's interesting because Lauren is also those heritages, but she's not like that.
Cap, let me blame it on
But you know
heritage.
what? I'm like you too, and I have the same heritage, so we can go with that.
I'm always emphasizing, when I'm doing.
Are you chopping that?
I'm doing when I have chopsticks, I'm always emphasize
You're gonna poke an eye.
I'm holding something, I suddenly am
I'm conducting
every word. It's
especially when I feel heightened and anxiety wise in any way. I'm doing all these different things with my hands because I don't know what to do with that. Anyway, so back to what I was saying before we got in a little tangent, a little tangent vibe. We are at the end of our show where we do Sister Spotlight. And you only have 3 guesses here, guys, so it's very hard. We have sappy and/or sassy and/or inspirational thoughts and/or poems with Kath. We have Amy's current crisis, and we have Lauren's take.
Well, say the other ones. We still do those.
Sorry. We have Gabrielle with Christina. Gabrielle with Christina and Lisa's Corner, or Exposing Lisa's Weird Past, or whatever she does that day. And today, the sister in the spotlight is our very own Kathy Lee and Hoda. Woo!
Wait, was that supposed to be a ding?
Yeah.
Guys, Amy calls me Kathy Lee and Hoda. Amy gave me a nickname that is 2 people's names.
I saw her the other day, Kathy Lee, and I was
Wait, in real life?
starstruck. I was pulling out of the parking garage.
No way.
And I looked over and I was like, Kathy Lee.
Okay. All right.
Namesake.
So today's, I don't say episode. It's not an episode. Today's segment is titled How to Savor the Best Season Ever, aka Fall.
Ooh, okay.
I need
I'm ready
tips.
to savor fall.
I'm not ready yet,
so-
but I need tips.
I don't know how it is where you are. It might even be a completely different season. I think in Australia right now they have winter, but where we are in Nashville, Tennessee, we had a very hot summer and I hated it. I like summer. I think summer's fun. I like pools, blah, 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 all that stuff. But I love fall. I live for fall. Fall is when I come alive. So I went to the store yesterday and they had pumpkin spice creamer. And I was like, fall's approaching. I had to buy it. And I took a sip.
I don't like pumpkin spice.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the thing. I'm not one of those pumpkin spice latte people. I think they're fine.
More the aesthetic.
But no. But I like making my coffee at home with pumpkin spice creamer. I think it's good.
Okay.
And I taste it and I immediately got a rush of the past because every fall I get pumpkin spice creamer. Okay. So here's some ideas.
Ooh,
Number one, I feel like Lauren's been doing really good this lately based on her story. Make your favorite drink every morning.
Yes.
So I went through a period of time where I was a tea girl and I drank a lot of hot tea. And then
tea.
I'm just very coffee. And I'll probably be coffee till the day I die now. Just gotta have that coffee in the morning and make it special. Like,
yes.
I don't understand, no offense, you don't love my husband, but why does he have black coffee? What's fun about that?
Of course he does.
I don't know. Not trying to criticize, but
We love you, Matt.
I like, whenever we get coffee though, he gets like a latte. And I'm like, okay, I know you really like this stuff. So anyway, you got to make it fun and add, like, you can go to the store and get like a caramel drizzle or maybe whipped cream or just a creamer that you really love. Like, savor your coffee and make the most, or tea or whatever you like to drink in the morning. I think that's one of the best things about fall. And I do that all year, but just the ritual in the morning of making the drink you love.
Love to see it.
Next. This is something that I love to do, and I haven't really done this. I don't know that I'll really do this much this fall because I'm a mom of twins who are very young, but all you single people or people that, you
Twinless
you don't
living.
have children, savor the moment of fall and go outside in the mornings and wrap yourself in a blanket and either read or write in a journal in the mornings. That is something that I
That's kind of fun.
have loved to do in my
I
past.
feel like it's too cold. Is it?
No, because
remember.
fall
You
is
bring a blanket.
mild and you wear the blanket.
Okay,
Even if it's like in the 50s, like you have a blanket and it's kind of chilly, but you're warm and cozy and you don't have to be outside for long. It's just getting a little fresh air.
You know what?
And savoring the good
need
weather.
to be outside, so that's good.
Yes. Also, I'd like to add to that one time we went to the movies and we saw Frozen and Lisa wore a blanket. And I will always remember that going to the movies wearing a blanket is the best thing ever.
Oh,
So
yeah.
don't be afraid to go to the movies in a blanket. Okay. This is, I always do. And this actually used to be a Facebook group, which was, I will go out of my way to step on that crunchy looking leaf. Go on walks and intentionally crunch the leaves. I always
that's
do
fun.
this when I go on walks. And you gotta like go out of your way to step on the leaf that crunches. This is the peak fall moment. Actually, I have two peak fall moments in this. This is one of them. Have a bonfire. Bonfires are the best way to
I'm gonna
savor
have so
the
many
fall
this
moment.
fall now that we have our like fire pit.
Oh my gosh, wear a
I need to be
flannel.
outside.
Maybe make some hot cocoa for everyone or some apple cider. Like, savor the fall
that's gonna
moment
be my fall.
and have a bonfire, or have bonfires every weekend if you can. If you know someone with a fire pit, just live it up. It's the best way. And I feel like there's something about bonfires that just bring out people's free spirit. You know,
Me too.
You're outside in nature. The smell of the smoke, the fire, just really brings you to life. Okay, so if you want a great playlist for fall,
Ooh.
I have a fall playlist that I just kind of added to, and it has a lot of songs that always remind me of fall. On my Spotify, it's at Kath Sim. So check out my playlist. I could post it on my Instagram again. And then this is my other peak fall moment. I don't know if this sounds weird, but I think it's peak fall when it's cold outside and my friend Danielle and I used to do this all the time. You open up the windows in the car, you're blasting your playlist, and it's cold air coming in and the heat is on in your car.
Oh, I like that.
I love that. It's like,
I do that in the winter and I
it gives
ice
me,
myself.
no,
That's
it's too
fun.
cold in the winter. You got to do it in fall. It's cool.
It's never too cold.
And you're blasting your playlist and you're like, oh, this just feels like fall.
I love to hear it.
And then my last thing is to go on a hike in the forest.
Oh, we love
Because-
the forest.
That is the best place to see the leaves changing colors, is on a hike in the forest. And there's something about that crisp fall air. It just like brings you back to life and rejuvenates you. And I just want to go on one right now, but I have to wait like another month. Anyway.
No, I'm really grappling with the end of summer. I don't like it. It makes me sad.
Well, that is how you savor the best season ever, which is fall.
Okay,
Don't care.
I'll try. I'll try to savor everyone. Well, that is all we have for you today, folks. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Cimorelli podcast. We really appreciate it. Thank you to all of our...
Our next episode,
Oh, yeah.
we are giving you guys our best advice.
We love to give
from
advice
your
here.
questions. So
Ooh,
stay tuned.
Get
for that.
ready for that because we love to give advice.
Too much.
We are some.
Like, let me tell you.
Oh, we love to tell you what you should
Not
do.
that we did a whole book of advice too, because that's how much
We
we love
literally
it.
did. We're big advice gals. So if you would like to see that, that is next week. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Cimorelli podcast. Thank you so much for all of our amazing patrons on Patreon who love us and support us, and everyone else who loves and supports the podcast. You guys are amazing. Thank you for tuning in to our episode, and we hope we've inspired you, and we hope you have a great day. Not just a good day, a great day. Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Cimorelli podcast. Follow Cimorelli on Spotify and subscribe on YouTube. You can also find Cimorelli on Facebook and Instagram.